here with Lady Bruin coach Joel Ayers. Joel, I asked you before the ball game, I said, what's your record? You said, all I know is I've got 3 losses, and you didn't like those 3 losses. They stuck in your craw, didn't they?
That's right. Well, you know, I could go look up how many times we've won, but what I remember is when we've lost. So, you know, that's super proud of our kids. You know, we've obviously put a challenging schedule out there for our kids, and we expect there probably to be some losses, you know, with the schedule we put. We don't want to, but sometimes that happens. But super proud of our kids and proud of them tonight. Had a great night tonight.
Coach, I was impressed with the aggressiveness, the full court pressure. I mean, it never let up the whole game practically until the very end. But the pressure and the aggressiveness of you all put in a lot of work on this. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, we want to play like that in half court. And, you know, a little bit of it when you look at scenarios that we may run into somebody that has a dominant post play or a really good ball screen. And, you know, there's some scenarios where you just try to play one-on-one or get your way through a screen. And realistically, there's times where you're going to have to double something and help. And so we try to play that scenario full court as much as possible so that it's a little bit easier to double and to rotate into what we would call a scramble situation out of it. We always kind of tell our kids it's easy to not do that if we decide that, but if we don't practice it in that manner, sometimes that can be tough.
It's impressive to watch because, you know, you don't see as much basketball like that anymore. And I've seen so many state champions come away, and that's the type of basketball they were playing. Just aggressive, get at you, and we don't let up. We go after the win.
Yeah, you know, we're always going to really talk about effort and scramble, and in the middle of that, and this is the hard part, is to communicate in the middle of it being chaotic, in the middle of I'm tired, and the hardest thing to do when you're tired is to talk.
That's right.
And, you know, so, you know, we do a lot of that in practice. We kind of make that who we are. I'm super proud of the kids in the way that they grow. You know, it's a process. We do it in middle school and try to grow them each and every day. And, you know, the program has moved in that direction. And
the program that I see that you have been so successful with this year is you've started with those kids when they were just maybe not even junior high, just elementary, to let them see this type of basketball. It's fun to watch.
Well, I appreciate that. And, you know, it's kind of what we tell our kids is, you know, when you're a basketball player here, you're a basketball player, and we do a lot of things with a lot of our kids are together where sometimes a program might not do that. And sometimes that's not even on a basketball court. It's other things. But, you know, we want them to be comfortable and be around each other enough that it is a process of you're learning as you go, and even to a point where you have older kids that can teach younger kids. Right. You know, hey, this is what we do. Maybe it's what they say, or maybe that you just say, hey, if I'm going to do it, then you got to do it.
That's right.
And
you're 15-3 now. Is this where you wanted to be at this time?
Yeah,
That's pretty doggone good.
Yeah, we want to challenge ourselves. We want as many games that are going to be challenging for us. You know, and we're in that tail end of that regular season. You know, I don't know if it's 7 or 8 games left.
7 games left.
7 games left, and you know, and we got a big week next week for us. Play Trinity on Tuesday, a really improved team, well coached. And then we got JCS on Thursday and a TRA on Friday on the road.
Wow.
So. One of those games is a rain out. I mean, a weather game, not rain out, but a snow.
Well, you may have 8 then. So. Okay. I was looking at, of course, Ayers came out. I had her for 28 points tonight. I think that is right.
I haven't looked. I try not to look.
It's very good, but you look at these teams. You look at a player like Driver who came in. You look at all the extras that you got out of Teague and King and Vi, and then off the bench, Wright comes out. Wright played such a fantastic defensive game for USJ tonight.
Well, we kind of hung our hat on the program over these 4 years of being here is we got to shoot it well. We're not going to be always as athletic as every team that we play, and we're not going to be as big as every team. So there's got to be some things that we hang our hat on. And at the end of the day, that's one of them. We want to shoot it well, and if you can't guard, you can't play.
That's right.
And now, obviously, you had to adapt in what your body's like and who you are and some of those type things. But a lot of that is we expect everybody to be able to guard the ball. We expect everybody to be able to go block out and rebound it. And we expect everybody to understand the concept and the position on the floor that we're wanting and expecting you to be in. And, I think those things kind of build off each other. And it lets you anticipate, because anticipation is knowing what someone else is fixing to do.
Right.
And it allows our kids to do that, which I think helps us on defense.
You had some bench minutes tonight. Some kids came off the bench and gave you some really fine minutes in that ball game.
Yeah, we want to. We've got some young kids that eventually are going to play a lot for us. In those moments of the game being pretty fast and they're not quite as strong as they need to be. We're 1 senior, 1 junior, 6 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and now we've brought up 5 8th graders, and their season was over this past week. So, in that sense, we've got a lot of kids that can do a lot of stuff, and we trust a lot of our kids to get in there. Some of those are learning moments as we go.
Right.
But we came off the bench with Wright and Simeon and Lita, and they all are capable of going out there and doing good things. It's a learning process in a lot of ways, but that makes you better when you can sub and it not be a drop-off.
Yeah, and you watch them as they're playing, these young kids off the bench like you had tonight. You watch them as they're playing, they're going to get a little bit better every time.
That's right.
Every time.
That's right.
That'll help out at tournament time too, won't it?
I agree.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Hey,
Thank you for a great broadcast. And, I know you got another half, but, Worthy Road does a great job in all the things that we do. The production, people tell me all the time, when they can't be here, they can watch it. Our atmosphere is great tonight.
It is wonderful.
So there's a lot of great things going on, and this is just one more of those.
That's right.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's